Make the ground shake.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Tom Gummy, and today we are back for another build tutorial. Once again, continuing the theme of restaurants or fast food chains, I guess you could say. Today we are doing Taco Bell. So, as always, I'm going to leave a link in the description to the playlist down below if you want to go check out the other builds that's featuring stuff like McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, all that good stuff. Again, that will be in the description. I've done a bunch of them, so please do go check them out. But in terms of this tutorial, again, if you do enjoy, a like would be very much appreciated. At the end of the video, leave a comment down below saying what you want to see, whether that's restaurant statues, whatever you want to see. Please do let me know down in the comment section below. And also drop a subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. If you really enjoy it, maybe even hit the notification bell so that YouTube does actually tell you every time I upload. Apart from that, let's get straight into the tutorial. So the blocks you're going to need are as following. You'll need bricks, smooth red sandstone, smooth sandstone, birch planks, yellow terracotta, blue terracotta, lime terracotta, red terracotta. You're going to need yellow concrete, redstone lamps, polished andesite, red sandstone stairs, red sandstone slabs, nether brick slabs, stone brick slab, cobblestone wall, nether brick fence, white stained glass panes, black stained glass panes, daylight sensors, and grey carpet. And the following blocks up here is for the exterior of the build. So again, I'm going to do a separate video in the very near future for the interior design, but in terms of the exterior, we're going to be covering that in kind of detail. We're going to be doing the front part, and again, I'll do the drive-through and other stuff like that in the next video. So stay tuned for that. That will be out soon, and I'll update the video description with a link to that if you're watching this in the future. But the blocks you'll need for this part is the sea lantern, jungle leaves, block of quartz, black concrete, quartz stairs, stone slabs, light grey carpet. So again, I'll give you guys a second to pause here, grab all them blocks into your inventory, and then we'll get straight into building. So, anyways, let's begin. What we're going to start off by doing is finding a nice empty area. Now, this is going to be the front of the store, however, it's not going to be the front of the build. If you want to, I guess, leave a gap, you want to leave about a 20 block gap between the front of your, say, road, if you're building in a city, and this part of the building. So there's going to be a big section out front in terms of the actual front patio design, plus the parking spots. If you don't want to do that and you just want to worry about the actual building itself, again, this is going to be the front part. So what we're going to start off by doing is place 2 bricks, and we're then going to go one in behind it. So it's now a 2x2 square of bricks. On top of this, we're going to build up 10 layers using red sandstone, but the smooth variant. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and finally 10. So now that is 11 blocks tall, so 10 layers of smooth red sandstone and 1 layer of bricks. What we're then going to do is, on the next layer, so we're going to build up another layer, we're going to build 1 block towards the right. So it ends up giving you a shape that looks like this. And essentially, what we're doing is trying to construct a little kind of arch, and that's going to be the main frame for the front of the building. For the next layer, we're going to build 4 wide, so again, we're expanding 1 block to the right. So we've got the 10 original layers, this is the 11th layer, and then the 12th layer. For the 13th layer, what we're going to do is we're actually going to grab ourselves our smooth red sandstone stairs. We're going to place a stair facing towards the left. We're then going to place 4 blocks towards the right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, it will expand 1 block over to the right, and you can kind of see how it's curving over slightly. For the next layer, we're going to leave 1 block, so where these stairs are, we're going to leave it. We're then going to place red sandstone stairs again, and this time we are going to expand 11 blocks to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And once we've done the 11th block, we're going to place 2 sandstone stairs at the end facing towards the right side. Now, what you can see here is the very top of the arch. From here on out, we're going to have to curve back round to the right and then go down towards the floor. So, what we're going to do is grab our smooth red sandstone. Below the stairs on the previous layer, we're going to place 2 smooth, 1, but again it's 2 wide. So 1 smooth red sandstone. And what we're going to do is to right of this, we're going to place our 2 stairs. So again, it's the exact same as the left side. To the left of this, we're going to place 3 smooth red sandstone. So again, that's now 4 wide and 1 stair. As you can see on this side, 4 wide and 1 stair. And if you've done it correctly, there should be a 5 block gap in the middle. So there's a 5 block gap in the middle, and that's how you know you've done it correctly. For the next layer, what we're going to do is underneath these stairs, we're going to start off again by placing 1 smooth red sandstone, and we're going to expand 1, 2, 3 to the left, like so, and again that's a row of 4. For the next layer, we're going to start off again under this side on the right side, and we're going to place 3. And then underneath that, we're going to build our 2x2 all the way down to the floor, minus 1 layer, and that will be essentially the exact same as the other side, so that will be 10 blocks tall. And then underneath it, we're going to place the bottom layer, which is going to be the 2x2 of bricks. And essentially, once you've done that, you'll have a very nice looking arch. If I place a 2x2 of bricks, there we go. And if I back up, you can see it looks like this. Now, that is the basic arch. That's going to be the front of the shop. The door's going to be down here, and the logo, the big old logo, is going to be in the middle. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to fill this middle area in with yellow terracotta. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to come into the area here in the middle. With these 2 blocks here, we're going to go diagonal to right, and we're going to place 1 yellow terracotta. On the right side, we're going to go diagonal to the left. So you can see it's set 1 block further into the build. Now, on this side, the left side and the right side, doesn't matter which side you do first, we're basically going to follow the outline. So we're going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And as you can see, it then hits our smooth red sandstone. We're then going to go up diagonal once, twice, and 3 times. And it again brings you up to the top. On the right side, we do the exact same. So we mirror it. So up 10 blocks. And then up diagonal once, twice, and 3 times. And we're going to link in the middle by placing 3 yellow terracotta. So as you see, it links in and it gives us kind of this inner outline out of yellow terracotta. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fill it in a second. But before we do that, we're going to add another inner layer. So we're adding lots of depth to this. So for this next inner layer, this is going to be the door. What we're going to do is we're going to come to the yellow terracotta in the bottom left corner. We're going to go in diagonal towards the right, and on the right side we're going to go in diagonal to left. So exact same procedure as what we did before. Now on top of this smooth sandstone here, we're going to build up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to build across all the way to the right side and down. So essentially that is a 5 tall by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wide area. As you can see here. We're going to bring it down a layer as well. So we're going to place a layer of smooth sandstone underneath that. So the door itself is going to be 7 wide and 3 blocks tall. The remaining area here is going to be yellow terracotta. So what this means is above the smooth sandstone, so we're going to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 6th layer, we're going to build across using yellow. And we're going to fill this remaining area in using yellow terracotta. So again, it's just layer by layer, filling it all in with yellow terracotta. And in this big area in the middle, in front of the yellow terracotta, is where we're going to place the Taco Bell logo. But we'll get to that in a second. As I said, for now, it's just filling in the yellow. And I'll back up and give you guys an opportunity to pause. So, this is what it should look like so far. This is the front arch of the building, the main structure. And this is the door and the outer frames. So again, if you want to pause, feel free to do so. And now what we're going to do is start adding a bit more detail. So one thing I also want to point out is if you don't like how it's kind of like jagged at the edges here, you could also replace these with smooth red sandstone stairs, again, if you want to. But make sure if you're going to do that, that you place blocks behind it of yellow terracotta. Otherwise you're going to have gaps. It's not going to look ideal. Personally, I'm just going to leave it like this. But again, if you want to make it look a bit more curved, that's up to you. Feel free to make those additions. So what we're going to do is start off by adding the logo. So for the logo, we're going to come to the very top center of the yellow terracotta, this block here. So it's the 3rd block in the middle. We're going to go down 1, and we're going to place 1 blue terracotta. We're going to go down diagonal to left, down 1, down diagonal to left, down 1. Going back up to the top, we're going to go down diagonal to right, down 1, down diagonal to right, down 1, and then we're going to link in the middle by going down diagonal on either side and link 1 in the middle. That is the shape you're going to get. And in the middle part, we're going to fill it in layer by layer. So, as you can see, again, there's 2 blocks of yellow terracotta underneath it, 1 block above it, so it's 1 block taller than the actual, it's 1 block taller or 1 block further up than it is the exact middle. What we're going to do is we're going to replace the yellow concrete in our inventory, and starting at the bottom layer from the bottom left corner, we're going to place 2 yellow concrete, 1 magenta terracotta. The second layer is going to be 1 yellow concrete, 1 red terracotta, and 1 magenta terracotta. And then the 2 blocks here is going to be magenta terracotta. Once you've done that, that is the Taco Bell logo done. Very nice and simple. And now we're just going to focus on detailing the doorway. So for the doorway, we're going to grab ourselves our white stained glass. We're also going to grab ourselves our white stained glass paint, so pretty simple. We're going to start off on the left side. Next to this 3 smooth sandstone, we're going to place a layer of 3 white stained glass. On the right side, exact same, to the left of the smooth sandstone. So in between here, you should have a 5 block gap. In the middle, we're going to place a row of 1, 2, 3 white stained glass panes like that. And as you can see, it's a bit tricky to place. So again, take your time with that. And either side on the doors, we're also going to place a set of panes. So on the left side, we place it to the right of the glass, so we can just build it off the glass, and we're going to bring it 1 forwards as well. And the reason we're doing this is because it kind of gives it the effect of the doors being open. So you can see here, theoretically, the doors would close, and it would meet up with this part in the middle. We do the exact same on the right side. So again, if you back up, it should now look something like this. And that is essentially the door complete. In terms of the doorway, we're going to grab ourselves some nether brick slabs, and just below this yellow terracotta here, we're going to place a row of nether brick slabs, again just to add a little bit of detail and to make it a bit more colourful. Once you've done that, it should look like this, and if you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so. So that is the archway so far. Continuing with the theme of adding detail, we're going to go back to the upper arch, and in line with the smooth red sandstone, on top of it, we're going to place a row of solid red sandstone slabs. So again, 2 blocks thick, and this will come into play when we worry about the roof later on. But for now, just add that, and again, it curves the roof a tiny bit more. The next thing we're going to do is add some lamps. So, starting off, we're going to grab ourselves our cobblestone wall. We're also going to grab some redstone lamps. Starting on the left side, we're going to come up to the 3rd layer. So this is the 2nd block on the smooth red sandstone. On the left side, we're going to place a cobblestone wall. On top of that, a redstone lamp. And on top of that, what we're going to do is place a daylight sensor. The reason we're placing a daylight sensor is, as you can see, when it's daytime, it'll make the lamp come on. And theoretically, if you're at this height, it just kind of looks like a cap. Now, if you're like this, and you can see it's a daylight sensor and that bugs you, you could just use a glowstone or a sea lantern. Either looks good. Personally, I just kind of like that because it caps it off and kind of keeps in theme with the colour scheme of orange, of course the daylight sensor being brown, and the redstone lamp being an orangey gold colour. On the right side, repeat the exact same, so come to the 3rd layer. On the right side, place a cobblestone wall, on top of that a redstone lamp, and on top of that a daylight sensor. As you can see, it just brightens it up a bit, gives it a bit more light, and makes it look a bit more interesting. Now, of course, you can see here it's a bit shadowy. We can add further lighting down here, and we will do that later on. But for now, well, this is what the front side looks like. And again, if you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so. So once we've got all this out the way, we can now start progressing on adding some further details. This includes a little kind of like canopy that sticks out the front. For this, we require stone brick slabs and also cobblestone walls. What we're going to do is come to the layer of yellow terracotta. So we've got the layer that goes all the way across the doorway. We're going to come to the layer above it. So again, it's the layer above the doorway, this one here. And we're going to place a row of 9 stone brick slabs, like so. We're going to bring it forwards 1, so it's in line with the sides. And then we're going to bring it forwards another 3 layers, but these ones all have different lengths. So for the 3rd layer, we are going to expand 2 blocks to the left and 2 blocks to the right. So it's 13 blocks in total, and goes completely from left side to right side. For the next layer, we're going to leave 1 block. We're going to place a solid layer, and then leave 1 block. So there's a 1 block gap on either side, and that is 11 blocks wide. And then for the final layer, we're going to place 9. So this means we're going to leave a 2 block gap, and place 9, and leave a 2 block gap. So essentially, it goes 9, 9. This would be 13, 11, and then finally 9. And it gives you a platform that looks like this. So again, it's quite a big canopy. From below, it looks like this. Again, if you want to pause, please feel free to pause the video. In terms of the actual cobblestone walls, we're going to come to the fourth layer, which is the one that's got the 1 block gap either side. Come to the second block in, place a cobblestone wall, and also come to the second to last block and place a cobblestone wall. Build this all the way down to the ground, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, a bit tricky, and the fifth block, and then the exact same on this side, it's down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's 6 blocks in total. Once you've added that, that is the small little canopy complete, and we can go ahead and start working on the sides. So that is the front of the build. Again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. And now let's head to the left side and start expanding the left front side of the restaurant. So what we're going to start off by doing is we're going to grab ourselves our 2 main materials for this section. That's going to be bricks and also birch planks. We're going to grab ourselves our bricks, come to the front left corner, and go in diagonal from the bricks here. From this point, we're going to extend 12 blocks to the left, so 13 in total. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. So once again, that is 13 blocks in total. On top of this, we're going to place a layer of solid birch planks. And we're then going to expand on the left side and the right side up 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Build all the way across and down, and that will give you a 13 wide by 8 tall area, or rectangle should I say, of birch planks. So again, if I back up, it should now be 9 blocks tall, 13 blocks wide, and that is the left side so far. Now, we're going to go back to the bottom, to the third layer. On the third layer, we're going to place 1 birch plank. We're then going to grab ourselves our black stained glass panes. We're going to place 9 black stained glass panes and 1 birch plank. For the next layer, we're going to do the exact same. And for the layer after that, the exact same. So again, it's 3 layers of 1 birch plank, 9 black stained glass panes, and 1 birch plank. On top of this, you should have 3 blocks remaining, or 3 layers remaining, should I say. So for these remaining 3 layers, all we're going to do is just fill it in solid birch planks, and then that is the basic layer complete, and we can go ahead and add some detailing. But for now, once again, that should be 9 tall, 13 blocks wide. And as I said, let's now add some colour in the terms of detailing. So, what we're going to do is, I'm just clearing my inventory up a bit. We're going to grab the following colours. You want blue terracotta, lime terracotta, yellow terracotta, red terracotta, and that'll be good. So you don't need the magenta. So you just need these 4 main colours. Starting on the left side, on top of the birch planks, we're going to place 1 blue, 3 lime, 2 red, 3 blue, 2 lime, 1 yellow, and 1 red. So once again, that is 1 blue, 3 lime, 2 red, 3 blue, 2 lime, 1 yellow, 1 red. The second layer and the final layer is going to be 2 blue, 1 lime, 2 yellow, 2 red, 1 blue, 2 lime, and 3 yellow. So that is the second layer. And what we're then going to do is just cap it off with a layer of grey carpet. So all the way across solid, just put a layer of grey carpet, and we'll worry about that later on. But for now, that is the basics of this side. In terms of the actual detailing, we're then going to grab ourselves, starting off, nether brick slabs and also nether brick fence. We're going to come to the second layer, which is the layer directly below the window. We're going to leave a 1 block gap on the left side, and we're going to place 11 nether brick slabs on the upper side of this block. So again, on the upper side of the second layer, we're going to leave 1 block, place 11 nether brick slabs, and leave 1 block. Directly above the window, this layer here, we're going to do the exact same. So we're going to leave 1 block, place 11 nether brick slabs, and leave 1 block. On the left side and the right side, we're going to place 3 nether brick fences in between to link the bottom layer to the top, and that's essentially the frame that's going to go around the window. The next step we're going to do is add another canopy. So for this, we are going to grab ourselves our stone brick slabs. On top of this area here, we've got half a block gap. We're going to go on the block above. So there should be 2 block gap in between of birch planks left. Starting here, we're going to leave a 1 block gap. On the first layer, or the first row, we're going to place 11 stone brick slabs. So as you can see, if I back up, it looks like this. For the next layer, we're going to leave 1 block. We're going to place 9, and then we're going to leave 1 block. For the final layer, we're going to leave 2 blocks, place 5, and leave 2 blocks. As you can see, it gives you a shape that looks like this. And again, just for positioning, it's 2 blocks down, and then on the lower half from that block right there. So in terms of the actual layer itself, it is let me count real quick, 7th layer, I believe. Let me double check that. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7th layer. Yeah, so it's the 7th layer, and that is where our slabs are going to be. Now, in terms of making this look a bit more interesting, because right now it's quite flat and empty, we're going to add a second layer to these slabs. So starting with the first row, we're going to leave a 2 block gap. We're then going to place 7 and leave a 2 block gap. In front of this, we're going to leave a 2 block gap, place 3, leave a 2 block gap, and as you can see, gives it a bit more of a curved shape, makes it look a bit more interesting from the front side. So that is the little 3D effect we're adding to the front side of the left. And what we're going to do now is then worry about the final step, which is adding a kind of rim or a cap to the top colours of the building. So for this, we're going to come to the layer directly below the colours. Next to this smooth red sandstone, in line with the top side of this layer of birch, we're going to place a row of 13 stone brick slabs. What we're then going to do is, in line with the bottom layer, or the bottom half of the layer just above the colours, we're going to do the exact same. And essentially, it just adds a rim to the colours, as you can see right there. And also, this top of the roof, as you can see here, will be filled in with grey carpet, so that's that covered. Once you've done that, that is the left front corner complete. And essentially, we're just going to do the exact same, but mirrored on the right side. And yeah, that's going to be the front side. If you want to copy this over and do it yourself, again, it's just flipped. So it would be the red on the front left corner there, rather than the front right corner. If you want to do that yourself, you're more than welcome to do so. I will go through it in the tutorial, just for those that may get slightly confused. But again, if you just want to skip a minute or two forwards in the video, you'll be good to go. So once again, that is the front left corner. If you want to, feel free to pause. If not, we shall continue. So heading over to the right side, exact same logic applies. We're going to go in diagonal from the bricks here. And from this bricks, we're going to go 12 to the right. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So it's 13 in total. On top of this, we're going to place a layer of 13 birch planks. And we're going to build up 7 on the left, 7 on the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And on the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Join them up in the middle, and that will give you a 8 by 13 wide area of birch planks, or in total, it's going to be 9 tall by 13 wide. For the first layer, so in this gap here, we're going to place 1 birch plank, 9 black stained glass paints, and 1 birch plank, and we're going to repeat that twice more. So again, exact same as before. It's 3 layers of the glass panes, which is, again, a bit of a nightmare because they are a bit tricky to place, but we'll get there, as you can see. Struggling a tiny bit. Apologies, by the way, if you can hear any background noise. I'm having to keep my window open, and unfortunately, the trains going past aren't too considerate of me recording, so apologies about that, but again, my room is a bit of a sauna right now, so kind of having to keep the window open, otherwise I'm gonna like die, literally. So yeah, apologies, but it has to be. So once I've filled that in, the remaining area is just birch planks. If you back up, it should now look something like that. For the top pattern, again, it's the exact same, just opposite as the previous side. So all we're gonna do, starting from left, is on the first layer, we're gonna place 1 red, 1 yellow, 2 lime, 3 blue, 2 red, 3 lime, and 1 blue. The second layer, going from left to right, is going to be 3 yellow, 2 lime, 1 blue, 2 red, 2 yellow, 1 lime, and 2 blue. And we're going to cap it off with a layer of grey carpet. So again, a solid layer of grey carpet going all the way across the top of the colours. If I back up, it should look like this. Again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. And now we're going to add the same details we did on the other side. Starting off, we're going to grab ourselves our nether brick slabs. Come to the second layer, second block. We're going to place a row of 11 nether brick slabs on the upper half of the block. then go up to the layer above the window and do the exact same. Link the left side and the right side using nether brick stairs. What am I saying? Fence. And as you can see, it links the bottom half to the upper half. On the 7th layer, we're going to leave 1 block. We're then going to place 11 stone brick slabs. In front of this, we're going to leave a 1 block gap on either side and place 9. And in front of that, we're going to leave a 2 block gap and place 5. On top of this, once again, we're going to leave a 2 block gap, place 7. In front of that, leave a 2 block gap and place 3. So that is the stone slabs on the little canopy here. Again, exact same as the other side. For the final step, the layer directly below the colours, we're going to place a row of stone brick slabs and the layer above it. So on the layer below, it's on the upper half, on the layer above, it's on the lower half. And again, exact same as the previous side. Pretty simple. Once you've done that, you are complete. And that is the front side of the building done. So again, left side, right side, exact same mirrored. That is the front of the building complete. So with that said and done, we are now ready to move on to the sides. I'm going to work on the left side first, then I'll go to the right side, and then we'll link everything up at the rear side, and it will be perfect. So, if you haven't got something that looks like this, please do go back in the video, see where things haven't gone quite to plan, and catch up later on. For now, everyone that's ready to move on, we shall continue. So we're going to head round to the left side of the building. We've got this first starter point here, which is 1 brick. On top of that, we've got 8 layers of birch planks and then the 2 blocks of colour. Now, what we're going to do is to the left of this bricks, we're going to place 18 more bricks. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. And above that, we're going to place a layer of birch planks. Now, similar to the front side, because this is very symmetrical in terms of how it's built, what we're going to do is starting on the left side, we're going to place 2 birch. We're then going to place 15 black stained glass panes, which again is going to be a bit tricky, but it is important that we have lots of light within the building, and then place 1 birch plank. And we're going to repeat this twice more, so exact same as the front side in terms of it being a certain amount of birch, a certain amount of black stained glass, and it's going to be 3 layers in total. So again, just to repeat that, that's 2 birch planks, 15 black glass stained panes, and then 2 birch, but one of them's already done. On top of this, we are going to fill the remaining layers in with birch planks, so that should be 4 layers of birch planks. And the reason you know you've done it correctly is because it will meet up with the side that we've already done on the right side, and it will meet up with the existent birch. So you can see here the birch finishes on the final layer, so we have indeed done it correctly, and that brings us to the 2 layers of colour. So for the colour, or should I say before we start the colour, it's 9 tall, 19 wide. For the colour, we're going to start on the bottom left corner. For the first layer, once again, we need our blue, lime, yellow, red. For the first layer, we're going to place 3 blue, 3 red, 1 yellow, 1 lime, 2 blue, 3 red, 2 yellow, 1 lime, and 2 blue. Once again, if I back up, just so you can pause, that is 3 blue, 3 red, 1 yellow, 1 lime, 2 blue, 3 red, 2 yellow, 1 lime, and 2 blue. And that will meet up with the already existent blue to give us 3 blue. For the second layer, we're going to place 1 lime, 1 blue, 2 red, 3 yellow, 2 lime, 2 blue, 1 red, 2 yellow, 3 lime, and 1 blue. Once you've done that, I'll back up. As you can see, that is the second layer complete. Just to repeat that, that's 1 lime, 1 blue, 2 red, 3 yellow, 2 lime, 2 blue, 1 red, 2 yellow, 3 lime, 2 blue. Just like we did on the front side, we're then going to go ahead and add some more details. So this is the base itself. Feel free to cap it off at the top using grey carpet. So again, we add a layer of grey carpet to the top in line with the front side. And of course, the roof itself will be covered with grey carpet. So if I back up, I'll grab myself my nether brick fence. We're going to start off by coming to the second layer of the build, second block. We're going to place a row of 17 nether brick slabs, 1 block gap. And then just above the window, exact same. So on the lower half, it's on the upper half. On the upper half, it's on the lower half. Link them on either side. So on the left side and the right side, using our nether brick fences, 3 on each side, just like the front side. And then above it, again, exact same procedure. We're going to add our little canopy using our stone brick slabs. So we're going to start off on the 7th layer, come to the second block, and we're going to place 19 stone brick slabs. We're then going to extend it forwards, this time placing 17. So we're going to leave a 1 block gap, place 17 stone brick slabs, and then leave a 1 block gap. For the final layer, the 3rd layer, we are going to leave a 2 block gap, place 11, and then leave a 2 block gap, and it will give you a shape that looks like this. On top of this, we are going to start off by leaving a 3 block gap, place 11, and a 3 block gap, and in front of that we're going to leave a 2 block gap, place 7, and then a 2 block gap. So that is the basic shape here. And the final step we're going to do is add the outline to the colour. So just below the colour, we're going to place a row of 19 stone brick slabs, and then just above it, we're going to place, once again, 19 stone brick slabs. Now what you can do, if you want to, is link them in the corner, this being the corner here that links to the front side. So you can place 1 in each corner, just to give it a look like this. Again, it kind of looks a bit bulky if you do that. So again, be careful. But if you feel it's necessary and you want to do that, do so. What you can also do, if you really just want to make it look fancy, is place 2 cobblestone walls in the corner. And again, it just adds a bit of detail, makes it a bit bulky, but it's an option. So, what we're going to do, I'll back up and show you what it looks like. That is the left side, or at least the first stage of the left side of the build. Once again, pause if necessary. So for the next section, we're going to get back into making arches. We're making the exact same arch as we did on this side. So the way we're going to do this is using our brick, we're going to come forwards diagonally, and we're going to place a 2x2. On top of this, we are going to build up 10 layers of our smooth red sandstone. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to get into the section where it kind of curves over and arches. So for the next layer, we're going to place 2 and then extend 1 block to the left. On top of this, we're going to place 4. So again, expanding 1 block over to the left. For the next layer, starting on the right side, we're going to grab ourselves our red sandstone stairs. We're going to place 2 red sandstone stairs, and we're going to build 4 blocks to the left. Again, each time it's going to be 2 blocks thick. The next layer, starting above this smooth sandstone here, not above the stairs, we're going to place 2 stairs. And this time we are going to build 11 blocks over to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And just like before, we're then going to place 2 red sandstone stairs, this time facing left. Once we've done that, we're going to start curving down. So exact same procedure. Underneath these stairs, we're going to place smooth red sandstone. We're then going to place, to the left of it, 2 red sandstone stairs. And to the right of it, 3 smooth red sandstone. Underneath the stairs, we're going to place 2 more. We're then going to build to the right, 1, 2, 3. And then underneath this, we're going to place 3. So as you can see, it's starting to curve inwards. Below this, go down 10 layers, and this will bring you to the second to bottom layer. And of course, in the bottom layer, we're going to place a 2x2 of bricks, and that is going to be the outer ring of this arch complete. So again, it's the exact same as the front side. As I said before, this build is very symmetrical, but of course that's in theme with the actual Taco Bell restaurants themselves. So that is the outer ring. Just like before, we're also going to grab ourselves our smooth red sandstone, and above the smooth sandstone slab, should I say, And above the smooth red sandstone at the top, we're going to place a layer of slabs. Of course, don't place it above the stairs, but once you've done that, it looks like this. In terms of the inner area, of course, once again, we're going to be using yellow terracotta. So we go in diagonal on either side, and we're essentially going to fill the middle area in. So we build up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go up diagonal once, twice, 3 times. And we do the exact same on the right side. Once you've built all the way up to the top, link in the middle by placing 3 blocks, like so, and you'll now have an inner ring of yellow terracotta. Just like before, we're going to place another inner ring, this time again out of smooth sandstone. This time, rather than it being a door, this is simply going to be a window. So, going in diagonal again on either side, we're going to place a smooth sandstone. In between should be a 7-block gap, so it will now be 9 blocks wide. Build up 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and link together like so. So that is a 6 tall by 9 wide area of smooth sandstone, and the layer above it we're going to link up the yellow terracotta and fill the remaining area in once again with yellow terracotta. In this area is going to be another Taco Bell logo, so again exact same applies. I will go through how to build it. If you remember, again, feel free to build it yourself. So if I back up, you can now see it looks something like this. In this middle area, we're going to place the logo. So we come to the very top center again. We're going to grab ourselves our blue terracotta. We go down 1. We're going to place 1 blue terracotta. Go down diagonal to left, down diagonal to left, down diagonal to right twice, up diagonal to right, up 1, up diagonal to left, up 1. And that gives you your basic shape. In terms of the actual inner part, we are going to start off on the first layer by placing 2 yellow concrete, 1 magenta terracotta. For the next layer, we're going to place 1 yellow concrete, 1 red terracotta, 1 magenta terracotta, and in the 2 remaining blocks, place 2 magenta terracotta. In terms of this area here, we're going to place a 4 tall by 7 wide area of black stained glass panes, and this is going to be a big window. So once again, just fill it all in solid using black stained glass panes. It's a bit tricky, and I know I say this all the time, and I know people hate it, but it is a real pain to do. So if I back up, now that is the basic shape complete. Again, exact same logic applies with this one as it did with the front side. We're going to add a little canopy. So we start off with our stone brick slabs, then a layer of yellow terracotta directly above the window. So that would be the 7th layer. We're going to place a row of 11 stone brick slabs for 2 layers. So that links the left side and the right side. The next layer we're going to place 13. So we leave 1 in front of the red smooth sandstone. Place 13. And then we leave 1. For the next layer, we're going to place 1 on either side as well. So we're going to cover the whole one. So that goes 2 to the left and 2 to the right. For the next one, we're going to leave 1 block, place a solid layer, and leave 1 block. And then for the final layer, once again, we leave 1 block, place a solid layer, and leave 1 block. So from above, it looks like this. In terms of, again, where it's positioned on the lower half of the layer in line with the yellow terracotta, directly above the window. What we're then going to do is continue now with the sides. So we're not going to add any beams down from this. If you want to, feel free. The only issue is it will interrupt where the drive-through is going with the final build. So as I said, what we're going to do now is start building the left side of this side and start curving around into the rear. So starting off, we're going to grab ourselves our bricks. We're going to come to the bottom left corner and go in diagonal from the previous bricks and expand 1, 2, 3 to the left. We're then going to go in diagonal to left, in diagonal to left. So you have a shape that looks like this. On top of these bricks, we're going to do 8 layers of birch planks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So again, you just build these 2 sections up to the exact same height using your birch planks, and it will give you something that looks like this. Now above this, we're going to do the colours first. So starting on the left side, we're going to grab ourselves our basic colours, that being our blue, red, lime and yellow. So starting on the first section here, we're going to place 1 yellow, 1 lime. Continuing diagonal, we go 1 lime, 1 blue. Continuing diagonal, we do 3 red and 1 yellow. So that's the first layer. Second layer is going to be 2 yellow, 1 lime, 1 blue. Diagonal, we're going to place 1 blue, 1 red and 2 yellow. And above each block, we're going to place, once again, a grey carpet. So that is the first section. If you want to pause, feel free to do so. We're going to continue extending it now around the side. So back to our brick, we are going to go diagonal. We're then going to come around to the rear side, build to the left, diagonal, to the left, diagonal, to the left. So again, it gives you a shape that looks like this. Now, in terms of this section here, we're going to expand it further to the left, but we'll worry about that in a second. For these two sections, we're going to build up, once again, 8 using birch planks. And again, for this side, 8 birch planks. And then we're going to add the colour. So for this one, we're going to start off on the left by placing 2 blue terracotta, 1 red, 1 yellow. For the second layer, we're going to place 1 lime, 1 blue, and 2 red. On top of each one, place a grey carpet, and that is that section complete. We're then going to continue round to the rear side, so this is now part of the actual rear side of the build. So here, next to the 2 bricks, we're going to leave a 2 block gap to the left, and then we're going to place 2 more bricks. On top of this, we're going to place 8 layers of birch planks, so 1, 2. On the third layer, build the birch planks across, so link them in the middle, and then build all the way up, and as I said before, to the 8th layer. And that'll bring you up to here. So again, that should now be 9 blocks tall, 1 layer of bricks, 8 layers of birch planks. In terms of the final 2 layers, the colour layers, we're going to place 1 red, 3 yellow, 1 lime, and 1 blue. For the second layer, we're going to place 2 red, 1 yellow, and 3 lime. Once again, layer of grey carpet over the top, and that is the first part of the rear side. Now, just like all the other parts, we're going to add a kind of rim around it. So on the layer of birch below it, we're going to place stone brick slabs, and we're going to do this all the way around. So all the way around below it. So that's going to go 4, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, and then 6. And then above it, exact same. So on the layer above, we're going to place 4. You can place it off the carpet if you place it carefully. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, and then 6. And again, if I back up, it should now look something like this. So again, it's continuing the theme, and it should be at the exact same height as every other part that's continued round to the front corner. Now, in terms of this gap here, what we're going to do is add a little drive-through window. So of course with the drive-throughs, there's normally 2 windows, one being the pay window, one being the collect window. Theoretically, this would be the pay window. So we're going to grab ourselves our red sandstone stairs. In front of this brick here, we're going to place 1 upside down stair facing towards the left, and on this one, 1 facing towards the right. We're then going to bring it forwards 1, so as you can see, again, bring each one forwards, and link in the middle by placing 2 forwards facing ones, and it will give you this curved shape. In the outer ones, so this one's connecting to the building, on top of it, we're going to place 2 yellow terracotta on either one, and then we're going to grab ourselves our white stained glass panes. In front of each yellow terracotta, we're going to place 2 white stained glass panes on either side, and link on the upper layer by placing 2 in the middle. There'll be a 2 block gap on the lower half. This is kind of the actual window gap itself. If you want to fill it in solid, you're more than welcome to do so, but logically there would be a gap so that you could actually communicate with the person inside. In terms of the roof of this section, we are going to place 6 nether bricks, and in front of that we're going to leave 1 block and place 4, and then above the 6 we're going to leave 1 block, place 4, leave 1 block, and it gives you again a curved kind of roof top that looks like this, and that is the first window done, and that is also the left side of the building complete. And now what we're going to do is repeat the exact same procedure, but on the right side. So if you want to do that yourself, once again, you are more than welcome to do so. I'm just going to do a little flyby so you can see what it looks like. Exact same design. However, as I said before, I'm also going to build this myself, just for the people in the video that may want me to or may get confused otherwise. So again, skip forwards a bit in the video if you want to pass that. Otherwise, let's continue building. So, what we're going to do is, as I mentioned before, the exact same. We are going to come around to the right side. Starting off, we're going to grab ourselves our birch planks and our bricks. And from this brick here, we're going to go 18 blocks to the right. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. We're then going to place a layer of birch planks, and we're going to turn that into an 8 tall area. So on the right side, we're going to build up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Build all the way back over to the left side. And then we've got this big area here. So we've got an 8 tall by 19 wide area of birch planks, and then the 1 layer of bricks underneath. In terms of the first 3 layers on this empty part, once again, we're going to place 1 birch plank. We're then going to place 15 black stained glass panes, and then 1 birch plank. And this happens for 3 layers. So we do 2 more layers the exact same. And then on top of that, once we've actually placed the glass, which I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, but once you've done that, of course, the remaining layers will be just solid birch planks. So go ahead and fill that in completely. And then we can go ahead and start adding the color. So as you can see, it's just a tedious job of repeating the exact same thing of side to side, side to side, but that is kind of the territory that comes with symmetrical building. So if I back up, you can now see, once again, that's a 9 tall by 19 wide area. In terms of the color at the top, starting next to this blue terracotta, we're going to place 1 blue. Would help if I had lime on my hotbar. 1 lime. 1 yellow. Sorry, 2 yellow. 3 red. 2 blue. 1 lime. 1 yellow. 3 red. 3 blue. And 1 lime. And in terms of the second layer, we're going to place 3 lime. 2 yellow. 1 red. 2 blue. 2 lime. 3 yellow. 2 red. 1 blue. And 2 green. And if I back up, it should now look something like this. Just like before, in terms of detailing, we're going to start off by grabbing our nether brick slabs. Also, or in fact, before we do that, place a row of grey carpets above the colours. Once again, just to cap it all off. Then swap out the carpets for nether brick fence, and same procedure applies. Come to the second layer, second block. We're going to place a row of 17 nether brick slabs. Leave a 1 block gap on that side. Then we come to the layer above the windows, and again, this should be pretty self-explanatory by this point, and link on the left side and the right side by placing 3 nether brick fences. So if I back up, it looks like this. What we're then going to do is come to the 7th layer, second block, grab your stone brick slabs, and we're going to place 19 stone brick slabs on the lower half of this block. Leave a 1 block gap on that side. Then, on the next layer, leave a 1 block gap, place 17 and a 1 block gap. And on the next layer, we're going to leave a 2 block gap, place 11, and then on the other side, again, a 2 block gap. So it gives you a shape like this. For the next layer, on top of this, we're going to leave a 3 block gap, place 11, and then once again on the right side, 3 block gap. And in front of this, leave a 2 block gap, place 7, and a 2 block gap. So that's the little canopy above the window. The final step we're going to do is once again add a layer of stone slabs above and below the colour. So it's 19 wide in total. You can build a 20th block to the left side if you want to connect it to the front side. I believe I did on the other side, so just for symmetry, I'll bring it 1 forwards. And that links up perfectly, and that is the front left side of the build. Once again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. And then we're going to continue now with the third arch of the build, which is once again the exact same as the other side. So what we're going to do is go diagonal forwards from the bricks, place a 2x2. We're then going to build up 10 layers using our smooth red sandstone. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. For the 11th layer, we're going to build 1 block to the right, so that's 3. For the next layer, we're going to place 4, so again, expanding 1 block to the right. For the next layer, we're going to place red sandstone stairs, and then 4. And on top of that, we're going to leave a 1 block gap for the stairs, place 2 stairs, and then 11. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Next to that, red sandstone stairs. Underneath that, smooth sandstone blocks. To the right of that, stairs. And to the left of it, 3 smooth red sandstone. Continuing, underneath the stairs, we're going to place 2 smooth red sandstone. 3 blocks to the left. Underneath that, we're going to place 3. And then underneath that, we're going to place 10 rows of 2. Easiest way to do it is probably just build down 10. Underneath, place your 2x2 of bricks, and then just build upwards. So again, exact same design as the other sides. That will give you your outer ring. And then from there, we can go about adding the detail. So if I back up and don't destroy everything I'm placing, like so, you should now have something that looks like this. It will link up perfectly with the other side if you've done it correctly. Starting off, now what we're going to do is grab ourselves our slabs. On the top layer, once again, we're going to place a layer of slabs above the smooth red sandstone blocks, just to give it that curve shape. And then we're going to start adding an inner layer of yellow terracotta. So we come to the bottom left corner, we're going to build up 10 on the inside part. Go up diagonal 3 times. And same on this side. In diagonal from the brick, up 10. And then up diagonal left 3 times. Link in the middle with 3 yellow terracotta, and you've now got your inner layer. For the second inner layer, grab yourself your smooth sandstone, place a row of 9 smooth sandstone, build up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and turn it into a 9x6 rectangle. So that's 9 wide, 6 tall, and that's a rectangle made out of smooth sandstone. In this middle area here, feel free to just fill it in using black stained glass panes, and that will be a 4 tall by 7 wide area. And then the remaining area above it, once again, we can fill in using our yellow terracotta. So as you can see, once you've filled it in, looks like this. Layer above the smooth sandstone, place your yellow terracotta, fill in the gap above it, and then we're going to put our big logo. So it's, again, just a case of filling in all the blocks, and then we'll place the logo. Okie dokie. So exact same logic applies. Come to the top center, go down 1 block. I'm just going to grab the blocks into my inventory. So that's blue, magenta, red, and yellow concrete. We're going to start off with our blue terracotta. We're going to go down diagonal to left, down diagonal to the left, down. Go down diagonal to right twice, up diagonal to right, up 1, up diagonal to left, up 1. In this area here, we're going to place 2 yellow concrete, 1 magenta, 1 yellow concrete, 1 red terracotta, 1 magenta, and then 2 magenta in the middle. In terms of the canopy, again, in the middle, we are going to place 11 on the layer directly. The first layer of the yellow terracotta that goes all the way across, we're going to place 11. Second layer is going to be 11. The third layer is going to be 15 because it expands 2 blocks either side. We're then going to bring it in 1 either side, so leave a 1 block gap. Place all the way across, 1 block gap, and then the final one, exact same 1 block gap, all the way across, and a 1 block gap. And that is the little canopy, exact same as the other side. And now we're going to do the final corner, which kind of curves into the rear of the build. So, what we're going to do is go to the bricks here, go in diagonal, and we're going to place 4 bricks. We're then going to go in diagonal again, go to the right one, in diagonal, and to the right one. On top of this, build up 8 using birch planks. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. and repeat it with these two sections here, all the way up to the exact same height. So once again, that's 8 in total, with the bricks 9. Starting on the left side, in terms of the colour, we are going to grab our lime and our yellow. So we're going to start off on the left side by placing 1 yellow, 3 red. Going diagonal, we're going to place 1 blue, 1 lime, diagonal, 1 lime, and 1 yellow. For the second layer, we're going to place 2 yellow, 1 red, 1 blue. In diagonal, we're going to place 1 blue, 1 lime. Diagonal, we're going to place 2 yellow. And above all that, we're going to place our grey carpets. Coming round to the rear side, we're going to curve it in again. So we're going to grab ourselves our bricks. We're going to go in diagonal, come around to the rear side, go to the right, out diagonal to right, and out diagonal and to right. So you can see 3 diagonals in a row. We're going to leave a 2-block gap, place 2 more bricks, and then above all of them, we're going to build up 8, once again, using birch planks. For the section with the gap in the middle, we're going to join them up on the 3rd layer. So we're going to build up 8 on each one. The gap in the middle, just keep it there. And then on the 3rd layer, so 1, 2, 3, link them in the middle and build that up to the exact same height. So if I back up, once again, should look like this. In terms of the colour, starting on the left side, for the first layer, we're going to place 1 yellow, 1 red. Diagonal, we're going to place 2 blue. Diagonal, we place 1 blue, 1 lime, 3 yellow, and 1 red. And then for the second layer, starting here, we're going to place 2 red. We're then going to place 1 blue, 1 lime. Diagonal, we're going to place 3 lime, 1 yellow, and 2 red. And if I back up, it should look like this. Of course, on top of each one, place a grey carpet. And then, just like we did before, we're going to place below and above our stone brick slabs. And we just follow the shape of the build. So as you can see, on the upper half of the block below and the lower half of the block above, once again, if you're careful, you can place them off the grey carpet. Tiny little hitbox, but again, it's just a handy little trick. So there you go, exact same as the other side. The only thing we need to replicate is the actual drive-through window itself. So once again, in this 2x2 gap, we're going to place our our red sandstone stairs. So in front of this brick here, we're going to place 2 upside down sandstone stairs. In front of this one, exact same. And then link in the middle, like so. On the inner 2 blocks, we're going to place yellow terracotta. Grab yourself your white stained glass panes, place 2 on either side, and link in the middle on the upper layer. Above this, grab yourself your nether brick slabs, place a row of 6. In front of that, a row of 4. And above that, another row of 4, like so. Gives you the curved shape. Also, just punch out that layer. As you can see, that is your second drive-through window. So if I back up, you now have something that looks like this. It should be perfectly mirrored from above. And what our job now is building the final arch before we link everything together. So, the final arch is basically the exact same as the front arch, just instead of a door, we have a window. So pretty much the exact same as the other sides. We're going to start off on the left side. We're going to go out diagonal, place a 2x2 of bricks. On top of this, we're going to go up 10 using our smooth red sandstone. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's the 10th layer. And we do the exact same on this side. So out diagonal, and we build up 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way up to give us an 11 tall 2x2 pillar. So, just like before, we're going to link left side to right side. The way we are going to do this is as following. We are going to add another layer, so we'll work on the left side first. We'll add another layer, this time of 3, so it builds 1 block over to the right. Second layer is going to be 4, so again, another block over to the right. The third layer is going to be stairs, and then 4. And then the final layer is going to be a 1 block gap, stairs, and then 11. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then 2 stairs. Underneath this, we're going to place 2 smooth red sandstone, 2 stairs, and we're also going to extend 3 blocks to the left. Underneath that, under the stairs, we're going to place a row of 4 smooth red sandstone, and under that we're going to place a row of 3, and it should link together like so. So again, exact same arch as the other sides. On top, we are going to place our red sandstone slabs above the smooth red sandstone. And just like we've done on all the other parts, we're going to do an inner layer of yellow terracotta. So we come in diagonal, build up 10, up diagonal 3 times, and link in the middle. So again, on the right side, up 10 times, up diagonal 3 times, and it will link up perfectly like so. The next inner layer, again, out of smooth sandstone, we're going to go in diagonal, place a row of 9 smooth sandstone, build up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and turn it into a rectangle, so that's going to be 6 tall and 9 blocks wide. And in this middle area, we're going to fill it in solid using black stained glass panes. So again, all the way across, and it's a bit tricky, but we'll get there. So, as I'm filling this in, I'll talk about the upper part. So for the upper part, once again, the layer above the smooth sandstone, we're going to fill in with yellow terracotta, fill the remaining gap in, and if you haven't already guessed, we're going to add a big old logo and also a little porch kind of hanging over, I forgot the word I used for it, but you know what I'm talking about, exact same as the other sides. So that is the base part itself. In terms of the logo, for the final time, we're going to grab ourselves our magenta, red, and yellow concrete. So we're going to come to the middle, go down 1, place 1 blue terracotta, down diagonal to left, down diagonal to left, down diagonal to right twice, up diagonal to left, up. That gives you your shape. In terms of the bottom layer, 2 yellow concrete, 1 magenta. Second layer, 1 yellow, 1 red, 1 magenta, and then 2 magenta. Hopefully you've pretty much figured it out by now. And that is the base part itself. And then for the area in the middle, we come to the layer of yellow just above the smooth sandstone. For the first layer, we place 11 stone brick slabs. Same for the next one, 11. For the next layer, we're going to leave 1 block in front of the red smooth sandstone. We're going to place 13, leave 1 block. The next layer, we're going to leave 1 block, place 11, leave 1 block. And then the final layer, we're going to leave 1 block, place 9, and leave 1 block. And again, it looks like this. So if I back up, that is the rear of the building complete. If you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so. And then now, it's pretty much just a case of linking everything together. So what I mean by this, in fact, what I'll do is I'll do a little spin around whilst I explain. So as I said, everything's symmetrical. So at this point, we need to link front side to rear side, left side to right side. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to grab ourselves our smooth red sandstone, come around to either side, and essentially the layer below the stairs, we've got this 2 tall layer, we're going to build all the way across until we bump into the front side. So again, we're just building all the way across until we hit this front corner. And it should be any time now. There we go. As you can see, it should line up perfectly with the layer just below the stairs there. We're going to double this up, so it's going to be 2 blocks tall. And we're going to have to repeat this on the other side as well. So it's a really, really tedious thing. And the next step is even more tedious because we're essentially going to have to fill in the whole roof area. So exact same logic applies on the other side. So the 2 layers below the stairs, we're going to just do it 2 tall all the way across until it links up. So I'll just go all the way across. And yeah, essentially we're linking front side to back, left side to right side. And it's going to come together in a kind of cross formation and give us this kind of mega shaped roof. Now whilst the roof itself is quite plain and quite simple, again, it's just like, it's just detailed enough to the point where it's not flat and boring, but not too complicated in the sense it takes forever to build. So, as you can see, whilst I was waffling there, I've linked front side to rear side. What I'm then going to do is the exact same, but this time left side to right side. And what you'll notice is it crosses over with front side to back side. Now, in terms of the actual joint in the middle, you don't have to link it up. Just make sure you're in the exact same position and then continue it over here. But you don't actually have to build kind of like a crosshair in the middle. That doesn't matter as long as you make sure that it lines up like so. And then exact same for the other side. And essentially, this is just giving us an outline. What we then have to do is start adding the stairs and then ultimately the slabs. Now, the slabs are the ones that are going to be the pain, but we'll get there. So, as you can see, just continuing over for the final time, and then this will give us our guidelines. So if I fly up, you can see it looks like this. Essentially, what we have to do now is above each one, we're going to place layers of our red sandstone stairs. So we just follow it all the way across. However, when we hit a corner like this, what we're going to do is turn and follow it round. We're not going to build across, we're going to turn and follow it in the corner. So we're going to do this for each separate corner. And then you can probably guess, we're going to do this for the next layer and the layer after. I'm not going to do this on camera, I'll show you afterwards. I'm just showing you the basics, and then I'll kind of cut the video and do it off camera. So you can see there, we're adding a layer of stairs. Now, in line with the stairs here, we're also then going to place another layer of stairs, and that's once again going to curve at the corners. Just place it each off the stair next to it. Again, it's a bit tricky, but shouldn't be too difficult in the long run. It's just more time consuming than anything. Once we get to the corner here, once again, place a stair there, curve it by placing another one, and continue round the corner shapes. So you technically don't need these parts in the middle. You can get rid of this if you want to. Doesn't really matter. And then we'll just continue doing it in each corner, and it's just the exact same thing over and over and over again. So you can see here, that's the second layer of stairs. The final thing we need to do is the layer of slabs. So we follow the slabs all the way around the corner, and once you've done that, that will be your third and final section of that. You repeat this in each corner, and you'll have a shape like this in each corner. What we then have to do is, once we have each corner complete, we have to fill in the massive gap here and the massive gap here in with slabs, essentially the roof, and then we'll go ahead and fill in each corner just so we have a solid area. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pause the video here. I'm going to fill in each corner. I'll then come back to you, explain what it looks like, fill in the slabs, come back to you, explain what it looks like, and then fill in each corner after that separately. So again, I'll cut the video, and in a second, you'll hopefully see some progress. Okay, so as you can now see, I've done the outline of each corner. So it gives you overall this kind of cross shape, as mentioned before. So just to remind you, I guess, of what it should look like, it should currently be 2 layers of smooth red sandstone, a layer of smooth red sandstone stairs, or just red sandstone stairs. We then go in diagonal, another layer of red sandstone stairs, and then in diagonal and a layer of red sandstone slabs. And as you can see, it gives you an outline like this. Of course, I punched out the middle parts, and that is the basic shape. The next stage we need to do is go ahead and fill this whole middle area in line with the fronts of each side, in with red sandstone slabs. Now, as you can imagine, this is quite the task. I'm not going to do it all on camera, but again, just for demonstration purposes, this is essentially what you're going to be doing. It's just side to side to side, placing slabs until this whole area in the middle is full. And in terms of this corner areas, what we're also going to do is grab any block of your choice. It doesn't really matter because it's going to be covered up. So I am going to choose, let's just choose birch planks. Fill in line with the colours, or the top row of the colours, using birch planks. And we're going to do this in each corner. Now what you want to make sure is that there are no gaps visible, so that being at the edge or in the connection diagonal with the red smooth sandstone. So again, it's just a case of filling this whole area in. Once you've done that, you're also then going to add another layer of grey carpet on top of it, just so it matches the outline. You can also add ventilation systems, that kind of stuff, if you really want to on top. I'm personally not going to, but again, you have options to play around with. So as I said, this will take a while, so I'm going to do another quick cut, and when I'm back, you'll see it should be complete. Okie dokie. So as you can see here, if I fly on up, we are back and we have completed the roof in terms of each 4 segment on either side, plus the main cross part in the middle. So of course, as I said before, this whole area in the middle is out of slabs. The area over here is going to be out of a random block of your choice. I believe I used birch planks, as you can see here, and then you just cover it up with grey carpet. Another thing I decided to do off camera was replace all the floor within inside the building as polished andesite. Again, that's something I'll touch more on the interior video, but if you want to do that, feel free to do so. As I said, in terms of the roof and the actual features itself, ignore the lights, that's just to light the building up, but itself, the actual inside, I will worry about in the interior video, which is going to be coming out, as I said, in the near future. So in terms of the actual building, that is it. That is the building complete. If you have just come for the building and that's all you want to do, this is the end of the video for you. I really do hope you enjoyed and found the video useful. And again, as mentioned at the start of the video, if you did a like and subscription would be appreciated. But the people that want to watch the front part of the build, this being the kind of patio section outside with the car park, this is what we're going to do now. So essentially, what we're going to start off by doing is laying out the area. So we're going to start on the left side at the front, and we're going to bring it forwards 12 using these stone slabs. So in front of this brick in the far left corner at the front side, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 forwards. We're going to build all the way across to the other side, and then we're going to link it back to the front right corner of the building. And this is going to give us a pretty large area, which we're going to fill in completely with polished andesite. So this whole area here is going to be changed to polished andesite. For now, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to add the details. We'll change it to polished andesite afterwards and then go from there. So in terms of the details, we're going to start off with our bollards around the outside of the building. So we're going to go to the, again, top left corner. We're going to count forwards 2. And on the third block here, we're going to place a cobblestone wall. We're then going to leave a 2-block gap, and on the third block, we're going to replace the grass, or in this case, it'll be polished andesite, with a sea lantern. And on top of said sea lantern, we're going to build up 1, 2, 3 using jungle leaves. You can use any type of leaves. I prefer jungle just because they have like a really solid texture, but again, you can change that if you feel like you need to. Going forwards, we're going to leave a 2-block gap, place another cobblestone wall. What we're then going to do, and this is something that, again, you can play around with if you want. We're going to come to this corner here, leave a 1, 2, 3 block gap, and on the 4th block, place a cobblestone wall. Now, if you've done this correctly, you can then afford to leave a 3-block gap each time, and it will meet up perfectly. So 1, 2, 3, cobblestone wall, 3, cobblestone wall, 3, cobblestone wall, 3, cobblestone wall, and you just repeat this all the way across until you hit the other side, and as you can see, there should be a 3-block gap on that corner. Then from there, we're going to do the exact same. So we leave a 2-block gap, place a cobblestone wall, 2-block gap, place a sea lantern with 3 jungle leaves on top, leave a 2-block gap, and place your final cobblestone wall. And that will give you a perimeter of the area that looks like this. And essentially, as you see with most restaurants, they have this just in case anyone like really misjudges or really messes up their car and accidentally like reverses it into a building. It stops the car doing damage to the building. So again, just a small thing, but it kind of adds to the realism of the build. The next step we're going to do is come to the doorway. What we're going to do is next to this brick here, we're going to leave a 1-block gap, punch out and replace with sea lantern and place 2 jungle leaves. Repeat this on the right side. Again, place 1 sea lantern, 2 jungle leaves, and again, it's just to add a bit of colour to the doorway. We're then going to add another, bush. So the way we're going to do this is come to the cobblestone wall, go down diagonal to the left, and then to the left one, punch out that block, place a sea lantern, and go up 3 using jungle leaves. In terms of where this is, it's in line with the other bush, but it is 1 block to the left of this pillar here. Come to the other side, on the right side, exact same logic applies. Go to the cobblestone wall, down diagonal to right twice, to right 1, replace sea lantern, build up 3 using jungle leaves. So if I back up now, you can see it looks something like this. The 2 remaining features we want to add in terms of this patio is the 2 seating areas. So for the seating areas, we are going to grab ourselves our quartz stairs, our stone brick stairs, and also our stone brick slabs. Starting off with our quartz stairs, we're going to come to the bush on the left side, leave a 1-block gap, and then we're going to place a quartz stair facing towards the right side. From here, we're going to expand 1, 2, 3 backwards, we're then going to build over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, turn, and go 1, 2, 3 with the quartz stairs facing towards the left. And it gives you kind of like this curved bench shape, as you can see on screen. In this middle section here, we're going to place a 2 thick by 4 wide table, the way we're going to do this, and you're going to have to place a block next to it. So in front of the quartz stair, place a block, place a upside down stone brick stair coming off of it, and we're going to do the exact same on this side. So in front of the quartz stair, place a block of your choice. In front of that, place an upside down stone brick stair, and then in between it, we're going to place 2 upside down stone brick slabs. We're going to double this up so it's 2 blocks thick. And once you've done that, as I said, you have a 4x2 table. And on top of this, we're just going to add a simple layer of our light grey carpet, just to give it a plain kind of table-like texture. So that is the table on the left side. We're now going to repeat this on the right side by doing the exact same. So next to this bush here, leave a 1 block gap, place a quartz stair facing towards the right side, 1, 2, 3 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to right, turn, 1, 2, 3 to right, and that is your quartz seating area. And once again, in terms of the table, just place a block on either side, have your upside down stone brick stairs facing inwards on each side, and then the 2x2 of slabs in the middle. Once you've got that, you can then place your 4x2 of light grey carpet on top. That's your 2 seating areas out the front complete, and all that's left to do is replace the floor now with polished andesite. In regards to the car park itself, we are going to start doing a few more measurements. So we are going to grab ourselves our stone slabs again. We're going to expand 8 blocks forwards on the left side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we do the exact same on the right side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And it should match up perfectly. This time, don't bother linking. You just want to leave it empty. In between this, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our black concrete. This is going to be our road texture. If you're using a different block as your road texture, feel free to use that. I know a lot of people still use black wool. A lot of people use block of coal. So choose whichever block you've used for your road texture in the remaining area of your city. And just replace the grass with black concrete all the way across, linking left side to right side. Then what we're going to do is, starting on the right side, you can work on the left, it doesn't really matter. We're going to leave a 4 block gap, and then we're going to place a quartz. So 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th block, go forwards 1, place a quartz, and then place in front of it 6 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Replace all with quartz, and it should meet up with the stone slab. Continuing back with the black concrete, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th block, line of quartz, and as you can see, it's essentially 4 blocks, line of quartz, 4 blocks, line of quartz, and we're going to do this all the way across. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th row, line of 7 quartz, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 5th row, and it's just a repeat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th row, and I believe there is 1 more we need to do, or 2 more. So let's do that. And then it's just a case of replacing all the area in the middle with black concrete, or again, your road texture block of choice. So you fill this area in, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, all with your road texture. In terms of if you want to make, say, a disabled bay, if you want to make a blue pass bay, as some people may call it, what you can do is, again, just make the whole area in the middle out of your road texture block, mine being black concrete. And then what you can do, and again, this is an additional thing, so I haven't actually got the materials for it, but you can grab some blue concrete and place 1 block in from the side, place a 2x2 square of blue concrete, and that kind of counts like a disabled bay or a blue pass bay. You could put a block of quartz in there if you wanted to. But yeah, that's just a small tip. And again, it's just a case now of filling everything in. So again, I'm going to make a small cut in the video, and when I come back, we'll have all the bays filled in with our road texture, this area filled in with polished andesite, and that will wrap up and conclude the first part of this video, which is of course the building and the front of the building, and then I will end off the video and again discuss about the upcoming video, which will be the drive-through and exterior. So again, give me a brief second, and I'll be back with the finished build. Okie dokie, so as previously mentioned, I have now gone ahead and filled everything in. As you can see, all the parking bays are filled in with the correct road colour, and the remaining area out the front has also been replaced with polished andesite. So with that said and done, that is the build complete. Hopefully, again, you guys have something that looks pretty similar to it, if not identical. And I'm going to get rid of my arm, and we're going to do a little spin around whilst I wrap up the video. So of course, as I've mentioned many a time in this video, this is only the first part. This is the exterior / actual building itself, and I will be doing a tutorial to how to build the actual drive-through road. Of course, we do have the drive-through pods, but the drive-through road and also the interior build in the next coming few weeks. So again, stay tuned for that, and I'll update the description when that video becomes available. Apart from that, again, I really do hope you enjoyed or found the video at all useful. Please do let me know down in the comment section below about the video, what you thought of it, as well as what you guys want to see in the very near future on the channel, whether that's restaurant related or just any other build in general. Please don't hesitate to let me know. I do appreciate any feedback and also suggestions. Again, if you did enjoy the video and you like this kind of content, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the notification bell if you actually ever want to see my videos in your subscription box. And if you really just don't trust YouTube, and frankly, I don't blame you, follow me on Twitter at GummyBearGames. I tweet out every time I upload. But as I said, I'm going to be working super hard on putting out as many restaurant and just general building tutorials as possible, so hopefully you guys do enjoy them. Apart from that, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the second part. Until next time, my name has been Gummy, and goodbye. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light